Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Last segment of the show. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, great Father's Day weekend, enjoying the U.S. Open. Had some spirited talk on that, and it'll be interesting to see how it all turns out. We didn't do our joke around last week, I don't think, so I think we're ready. Does everybody have a joke?
I do.
You guys do.
You do. So, Nikki?
Yes, Mike?
You want to do it to it? Joke around? Nikki's joke. Let's see. Do I need to, Billy, should I have any music pulled up for Nikki's joke?
I'm just trying to wow. Thank you for doing all that for me, Mike. That was cool.
Sure.
I've learned so much today. So can you just scan it over your grip and tell you what kind of grip you got on? So you have something funny. Dave, have you guys even looked at your jokes?
I haven't looked at mine. I try to make a point of not looking at it until I read it.
All right. So why don't you go first, buddy, and put, I don't know if you have a laugh track over there. I should send one to Hop each week.
Yeah, where's Hop?
You should send one to Hop.
Because he's funny.
That would be cool.
Hop, are you there?
Notice I don't have one.
I am here.
See, he's so quiet, man. We should get
so quiet.
Hop, you should chime in anytime you want, man.
He is. He's in mourning over his DraftKings picks.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
sad.
Hop.
I thought you had the
It's
team,
okay.
Hop. I really did. I thought you had.
So did I.
When you sent it to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna kill us. He's just gonna kill us with that team.
No, not this
Womp,
week.
womp, womp, womp.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, fire your joke, man.
There we go. Good job.
So
All right,
this
here
is
we
joke
go.
around. If you guys had your own jokes, you can tell it and win a round of golf. But Mike's gonna. Are you going? If you get a round of golf, Mike, you want Paso? You ready?
Yes.
And take one. And this is Mike's joke.
The team of archaeologists had been toiling deep in the Amazon jungle for months and months, clearing choking undergrowth away from the faint traces of the great lost city. Their wonderment grew with each passing day as they revealed more of what had been hidden by the jungle for over a millennia. Wow. They discovered broad, winding avenues with giant flagstones, the avenues all leading to circular areas every few hundred yards. Each of them had a perfectly circular hole cut into it. It had to be an ancient golf course.
Wow.
The find was of the century, the archaeologists thought. Imagine, ancient tribal peoples playing golf. Any doubt was dispelled by the discovery of drawings showing human figures using primitive prototypes of golf clubs. The archaeologists knew that the tribal oral traditions passed down by legends and ancestors, so they set about interviewing the local tribesmen. Amazingly, members of the tribe still told tales of their ancient forebears who followed a daily ritual with clubs and balls until tragedy struck. One archaeologist was speaking to a wrinkled elder through the interpreter. Imagine, the archaeologist said, golf was played here for centuries, then it simply disappeared from history, not reappearing until the 15th century in Europe. If we only knew why they gave up golf, asked the elder. He asked the elder if the tribe's oral histories saying anything about the nature of the tragedy that forced his ancestors to give up the game of golf. The interpreter asked the question, and the tribal elder gave his reply. The interpreter turned to the archaeologist, who waited with great anticipation. It's simple, he said, relaying the elder's response. They couldn't afford the green fees.
Which is why many courses are shutting down. Right?
It was overly saturated.
They have to look at the market price,
Oh,
man.
my gosh.
Wow.
I like it. It's just wordy.
It was, yeah.
That was the wrong one.
My mouth hurts.
Good thing you'd have to read with your finger. If
Yeah,
it was
really?
Braille, man, you'd been brutal.
Good thing I didn't cut my
that's what it
lip.
was like.
Good.
Your lips
Got
bleeding,
Band-Aids
man.
on.
His lips
Yeah.
bleeding. If that was Braille, he would die. It would have
I don't
killed
want to
him.
read mine.
Oh, you got to.
I've seen it. It's not very good.
How about Nikki?
Is it shorter than Mike's?
Not by much.
Yeah, go ahead and read this, Dave. Go ahead. You got this.
Why'd the golfer cross the road? Okay, I'll read it. Dear Abby,
To get to the 16th tee.
I've never written to you before, but I really need your advice. I have suspected for some time now that my wife has been cheating on me. The usual signs. Phone rings, but if I answer, the caller hangs up. My wife's been going out with the girls a lot recently, although when I ask their names, she always says, oh, just some friends from work. You don't know them. I always try to stay awake to look out for her coming home, but I usually fall asleep. Anyway, I've never approached the subject with my wife. I think deep down, I just didn't want to know the truth. But last night she went out again, and I decided to really check on her. Around midnight, I decided to hide in the garage behind my golf clubs so I could get a good view of the whole street when she arrived home from a night out with
The
the
girls.
girls. It was at that moment, crouching behind my clubs, that I noticed that the graphite shaft on my driver appeared to have a hairline crack and right up by the head. Now, Abby, is this something I can fix myself, or should I take it back to the pro shop where I bought it? Signed, Perplexed.
See, that was right up your alley, man.
That's a good one.
Graphite shaft crack. See,
I like that one.
I thought when I read it, I said, "That's Dave, man."
Should
Should have said, "Dave, should I take it to Slick Sticks?"
There you go.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
So what happened with the wife, man?
I don't know.
Unimportant, right? When, you know.
She was using cord grips.
Half cords. I used to use half cords.
I did too.
Was that the cord was on the bottom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, now they say half cord and it's top half of the grip. That's what you have. You have half cord.
I like the half
That's
cord
the top
underside.
half, not the bottom half.
I have half cord.
Uh-huh.
Didn't know that.
The black
I
part,
have to try
is
that.
cord.
I want to try that.
You should have a talk with Dave about grips.
I've been trying to, but he
no,
doesn't.
I would say
He's here
okay.
for you.
All right, my time.
Yes, you're
Go
Okay.
for it.
Jim Bob showed up at his golf club one day to discover that the club had begun a new program using seniors as caddies. One day a week, the club replaced all its regular caddies with senior citizens.
It's a very nice thing to do if you think about it.
It is. It's great. It's a new program, the
6
club
hour
starter
round.
explained. All the seniors we hire live at the old folks' home down the road, but they're in terrific physical shape, and we're trying to help them earn a little extra money, get some exercise, and stay young. That sounded like a noble idea to Jim Bob. So he set off to the first
We
tee
play golf with Jim
his
Bob, didn't we?
75-year-old caddy.
Yes.
When Jim Bob finished up on 18, the starter asked him how it went. Well, Jim Bob said, my caddy was a nice guy, and he tried really hard, but his eyes were bad. He just couldn't see far enough to help me find all my shots.
That's a bummer.
The starter was apologetic. I'm so sorry. Come back next week, and I promise I'll get you a caddy who can see just fine. A week later, Jim Bob returned. He headed to the first tee, and this time his caddy was 80 years old. Jim Bob was worried, but his concerns disappeared after his first tee shot. It was a booming drive around 300 yards. It was like an air cannon, but a little offline, so he wouldn't have had a chance at Shinnecock. Do you have it? Jim Bob asked. I lost it in the sun. Don't worry, the elderly caddy replied. I saw exactly where it landed.
He's a good man.
Jim Bob and his caddy started up the
Good ball.
fairway in the direction where the old man had seen the ball. But Jim Bob started to get a little worried when they began wandering a bit, and his caddy seemed unsure of the exact location. What's the matter? Jim Bob asked. I thought you said you saw where it went. Oh, yes, sir. I saw exactly where the ball went, the caddy replied. Then where is it? The caddy replied, I forgot.
Nice.
Now that sounds like me.
That was a perfect go. See, now Dave's over here snoring, but the cool thing about these jokes is how long they are and how you can say you guys stay focused in those jokes.
I stayed
That,
focused.
I know you did. You, Jim Bob,
Focused
I was
over
on
my
pins
shot.
and needles over here. Dave already knew. I knew the punchline, but it's just the story. It's the journey,
The journey.
not the destination.
It's the journey. Exactly.
I think I got a cramp.
So,
in my jaw.
Your lips still
Ah,
so what chapter were you finishing your joke on there, Mike? It was like the third chapter.
I don't know.
That's the
That was-
longest joke ever.
it has 5 paragraphs.
I bet you had to refill.
I'm gonna
the ink
hop.
on
I'm
your-
gonna send you a joke next week, buddy.
Did you have to refill the ink on
Okay.
your printer
All right,
when
man.
you printed that out?
I didn't print it out. Billy was the one who
Yeah, I had
printed
a,
it out.
out.
a print cartridge. It said, "Do you really want to print this?" And I'm like, "Why does it ask us?" It was like 7,000 words or something. So I think it was well done. I think Dave, who was not happy with his, might have won that championship right there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Nick, you stayed focused.
Well, I came in at
Thank
280.
you.
Yeah. I didn't like
This is the goal of the day.
I stuck with it and didn't give
You
up.
did stick with you.
Yes, you persevered.
And you probably
I
knew you knew
persevered.
that
There
you
you
knew
go.
the punchline coming too, but you didn't jump to it. You stayed with the story.
I did.
So all right, so Nick, you get a bonus point for that.
Okay,
you,
thank
you
you.
came in third.
Cool.
Not bad.
I didn't
yours,
like
Bill?
the
Only
delivery
with
on
the
mine.
bonus.
No, it was a good
It
story
was
there.
too
but
much.
It was,
It was too much.
Okay.
that's why I printed it out because I knew that'd be funny because you know.
Hey, Phil
Personally,
Mickelson.
I'm proud of all of you.
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Todd.
See that?
Thank you, man. Phil Mickelson's 1 under.
Yes. Did I
For the
pick
day.
him?
Okay.
for the day.
Can we repick
That's
now?
good.
I think we should all repick, and you can't take the top. You can't the DJ off the table.
All right,
Remember,
who
it
you-
used to be Tigerless. You couldn't pick Tiger.
Yeah.
Remember those days? You can pick any player but Tiger.
All right. So who are we picking? Pick who you think is going to win.
Can I pick first?
Yeah.
Fleetwood.
Okay.
That would be my pick.
DJ.
You can't,
Can't pick him. He's in first place.
What have you been on your phone? This
No.
is the one you
She's
can't.
still
I'm
on
just
the
trying to.
She's
I'm
still
just-
finishing the joke.
I'm just trying to test the boundaries.
She's looking at grips.
She's going. Ooh, this grip looks nice.
Stenson.
Oh,
That's
good,
who I was
Dick.
going to take. Dang it.
What is he? +2?
I'll
Plus
go
one.
with Charlie
Plus one.
Hoffman.
Wow, you're
I like
sticking
that.
with no closer.
Actually, you can have Stenson.
He might
I'll
play
take Rose.
another 36.
He's
Mike.
due, man. He's due.
He's played so
All right,
well.
Nikki's.
last
I'm
night.
going to take Rosie.
Nikki's taking Rose.
Oh, then he's going
I'm
Stenson.
taking Stenson.
Stenson, he is the best ball striker on tour. He's leading fairways
Yeah,
hit
the
and
guy-
greens hit.
The guy that coaches
On
him says
tour.
he has 2 ways to hit balls. Great and perfect.
And perfect.
Wow.
God, I wish I had that.
Hop, who
Yeah,
do you
Maybe
think is
with
going to win
new
besides
grips.
Johnson, Hop?
Give me Mark Leishman.
Oh, he likes
Nice.
Leishman.
Who plays Fujikura Shaft,
Well, he doesn't
by
say
the way.
much, but when he says something, it's huge.
And it's
It's
complete.
like talking to God.
It really is.
Yeah.
You don't see him, but
You don't
he's
see
like,
him in the room. You can
we're
just
looking
look.
around
He
at the
plays
ceiling.
the Fujikura Evo 471.
Chef man
Wow.
and grip girl over here.
Da-
They
na-
got
na-
a
na- na-
superhero.
na- na-
Chef
na-
man.
That's your new
you
intro
are
song.
chef man and grip girl.
That is his new
Yeah.
intro for
Get
Club
it
with
up.
Dave.
Oh, God.
It's
Well, it
Chef.
started with the Beatles.
Chef man.
I love it.
Yeah, we
It
used to have
started
them.
with the Beatles, and then it went to Goldfinger.
Yeah, Goldfinger. That was good.
Well, everything
Chef.
has to change, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
things are changing.
Progress.
Progression.
Everything's got to progress.
I'm still trying to pick Arnie.
You're still.
Is that the one he didn't win? No, he didn't win the PGA.
The PGA.
Yeah.
Oh, too good, man.
Kepka is another one. He could be up there.
Arnie?
Kepka.
Oh, Kepka? Did you want to change
Yeah.
your pick?
No, I don't. I'm
I can't
keeping
believe, Mike,
Rosie.
you don't go
Take
Rosie. You guys
Fino.
have a relationship.
I
He
understand
winked
his
at you.
ankle's pretty good.
You and Rosie have a
You
relationship.
don't pick the ones you love.
Oh, that's right.
Take Fino.
That's right. You never bet. You never
No.
would bet on your team because you can't. That's right. You explained that one time.
Mike, take Fino.
Is he
He's
still
down
playing?
there.
His
He is.
ankle's
No,
okay.
take Kepka.
He's down there. Notice he didn't hurt himself this time. I didn't pick him.
Well, you don't know
Does he make
that
the
because
cut?
the cameras were on the train
He
wreck.
made the
pretty good.
cut. Yeah, you're right. Did they show Stinson hit one shot?
No, I did not
That's
even
showing-
know he was playing.
So
I
that's
saw
what I'm
him hit a
saying.
couple.
Oh, you
I saw
did?
him 2 or 3 times, yeah.
Final's even right now.
The cool thing
Wow.
now is today and tomorrow.
Even for the day. Excuse
Oh.
me.
Today and tomorrow they'll
For
show
Eagle.
they'll show the
What
leaders,
is he
right?
altogether?
Plus
So
eight.
Yes.
next week we'll talk about because you might enjoy the more
then
because
take
they're going to
him.
show the
I'm
leaders,
going to
not the
watch
train.
today,
He
and
might
I'm
shoot
hoping
62.
for good.
You never know.
Oh,
I
I
went down on it.
got $50 so you're going to see a 62.
Oh, you give me $1,000,000,000 odds on that.
Hey,
Thank you, everybody. Fun
Thank you,
show.
Hop.
I forgot to thank McPhee's. So Ian McPhee, McPhee's Grill. You guys check him out in Templeton, McPhee'sGrill.com, 805-434-3204. Thank
keep
you,
it
guys.
on course, everybody.
Great
Happy
show.
Father's
For
Day.
Thanks,
listening to
Hop.
Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Be sure to visit our partner.